This is Caribou Studios. Remnant Lunar Archon, session 100. It's not session 108. I did the thumbnail wrong. I also didn't change the docs. I'm pretty sure we're session 113. That's right. I do need to double check that though, because I, frankly, can't recall exactly. Time to open up my notes. See what I said. Pretty sure last one was 112. That's what I recall.
Yes.
Yes, well. Welcome to session 113. Pay no attention to the number on the screen. It's wrong. Numbers often are. Never trust the numbers. Never. Math lies to you. You can't trust it. Anyway, speaking of math, let's play some D&D. Last person to give the recap was Jack, according to my notes. So I'm going to roll a d4 and find out which of the rest of you hooligans, according to... We usually do... Discord. Let's go according to the fantasy grounds up top. It's showing me as Jocelyn, Chris, Sam, and then Maury. Let's see who gets it. According to this, Maury, would you like to give the recap from last session?
I do not remember where we left off.
Y'all were about to open a door. No, we're opening a door, actually.
There was a lot of doors.
That's true. There were many doors. Would anyone like to volunteer to help Maury?
And Ben was in trouble.
All right. Well, we finished our fight with the surprise vampires that Garon, in his infinite negative wisdom, just assumed that why would they have an extra room of stuff when they could go help their boss? So that was a surprise. But we finished that off. We won. Yay us. We're the best. And then we were trying to figure out what all was going on, and we took some time, went around a little bit, did a little bit of searching, and then Thicket did some dream walking, talking, and made sure what was going on, and we realized that we were a lot closer to the danger zone than we needed to be as far as time-wise, but not close enough for action. So after some further investigatory activity, surely we've made our way to where we believe we need to be, and we are hopefully approaching that danger zone to open and save the day, rescue our good buddy Bale, get rid of yet another villain, as we do, and yeah, we're waiting at a door.
All right. I believe that covered most of it. You did find a couple of items. You found Maury's least favorite item, or at least least favorite item name, the epitome.
I love it so much.
I love it, man. You also found
it so much.
The Renkinjutsu no Muchi, which is a powerful dragon slaying chain whip that is now being used by Doug. Everything else went into the hole. Because when in doubt, into the hole it goes.
Goes in the square hole.
Goes in the square hole. That's right. Goblet goes in the square hole. Though I do. Okay, looks like we did put the potion of supreme healing to John and the scroll of reverse gravity to Thicket, and y'all were leaving the goblet, the other potion, and the ring of fire resistance in the hole.
Sounds right.
Let's see. I hid the distribute assignments, so this should automatically. There you go. They went into your inventories.
Yay!
Because that's the thing I can do is, from the party sheet, when I put stuff in there, I can just literally type in the names rather than manually transferring over, and then press one button, and boop. It'll, like, auto fill in names to help, too, so as long as I get a couple of letters in. Yeah, that's most of it. Got there, you dream walked a little bit into Bale's dream, finding that he was in massive pain, half asleep, half not, and so you are hearing bits of what he could hear outside of the dream, including someone talking about loyal servants, Andrevich, with your Sacra, our master will be, or will but, restored for prodigal son, worsh, pair, kill. Whatever you'd like to assume the rest of those words are is up to you. We'll throw those in chat again in case anyone cares. And then I'm gonna let's turn over to the spooky music.
It's
Digital
written down in
sign?
session highlights.
Digital Sun.
No.
I mean, you could read it as digital if you want, but there's definitely a missing T there.
Oh, I thought it was like
Does anyone need
Frigigal.
me?
I thought it was like Frigigal, like frozen. He's like.
Does anyone need me to throw them the map?
Yes.
No.
No.
No,
You
don't
should
throw it.
all be able to open the map yourselves, but if anyone needs me to open it for them, I'm willing to do so, certainly. You should be able to open the combat tracker and double-click on your icon. If not there, then in your player sheet. You might be able to there, in your player sheet, click on it, and open it to get the map. You probably will want. I don't know. A whole lot of your decision. As far as my decisions go, exact moment that we left off was as you opened the door a little bit. As you creaked the door open.
Yes, I do have Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah, you are all passed
Cool.
without trace. You all rolled quite high with, I believe, an average of 24, if not higher. So y'all are in a good spot as far as stealth goes. And Gambit is, after checking to make sure the doors weren't trapped, successfully, I believe. He peeked open the door.
Big Gambit moment today.
Big Gambit. Big
I
Gambit.
opened a door with spaghetti noodle because I locked myself out of the bathroom.
Oh, in real life?
Oh, yeah, in real life.
That's
I closed the bathroom door a little bit too hard and it locked, and I opened it with a spaghetti noodle.
honestly, I'm just impressed you did it with a spaghetti noodle. That is not a normal activity. Like that is.
It was the only thing I could find. I broke our glass cutting board trying to find a toothpick.
Dang. As someone who's
It was
picked
a whole
locks,
saga.
a spaghetti noodle is not what I would have ever chosen. But
Well, it was designed to have something pointy to open it.
Oh, is it just
but
one of those
I
kind of
couldn't find
press
anything
ones?
except for a spaghetti noodle to do it.
you
It
know,
worked.
when in doubt,
So-
spaghetti, the spaghetti bandit is among
Spaghetti
us.
noodle.
Jason,
But I was like,
spaghetti
I'm
gambit.
Gambit.
You are. This is way too positive a song for Spooky Night. Here you go. Let's
There was
shift
the-
you. Okay.
There was the question though that Garand had: Do we want the mantle of inspiration as soon as we open the door and everybody rush in, or do you want me to wait? That was because it's a free movement for everybody and some temporary hit points to start off.
Wasn't there some sort of plan of like Gambit or Doug goes in first to like take a peek?
You have not
Okay.
activated combat as of opening the door. I will let you know that. So you can peek inside.
Gambit was trying to go through first so that he could sneak in and kind of like, if it was a bad situation, try to get people out.
Understandable. So, but glancing inside Gambit, you and anyone else who kind of peeks over your shoulder Scooby-Doo style, will see a large room that is probably, what are we talking, 50 feet long and about 25-ish feet wide, 25, 30 feet, I guess, from wall to wall. Well, wall to wall, we can see 30 feet. Wall to wall long ways, 55 feet. And you see across the hall is, along the floor, scattering of bones. Many human, some animal. There are 4 pillars set up in the room, each of which have a fire atop them, lit and providing light to the large majority of the room. The wooden, I believe, the wooden ceiling above. Across, I guess, continue with the floor. The floor is mostly made of this black flagstone, as well as these blood-red tiles that go down the center of the room in kind of a walkway that lead to where there are broken up tiles on the other side that seem to would surround effectively a like center point where you assume the Lord would have taken audiences. As you know, this is used for where people would come to speak, etc. to Andrevich, as you've heard. Across the room, you see a large tree, largely devoid of life. It looks old, leafless, except for, at various points along the tree, these blood-red roses are growing out of it. The tree has broken up the floor, crushing the area, effectively, and whatever would have been a spot. Hanging on the front of the tree is strung up clothes, partially torn and blood-soaked, nailed against the tree by his arms, and seemingly attached to other points of other ropes and things that are holding him to the tree. You see on the outside already, the ceiling is broken. The floor above seemingly having been broken apart by the tree having grown so high it is going into the floor above. Into the floor above. It's stable people in front of you, as there are roughly 8 fierce in the room. 3 of which look relatively normal. They don't look vampiric. They look like hunters. There are 2 women who are all slightly appear to have their hands in front of them. You can't tell if they're tied in any way. Standing behind them and off to the side, you see these pale figures, gaunt shapes that, most notably, at various points across their body, wood growing out and over them, taking over in their arms, shoulders, branches coming out of their back, and sometimes their one or more legs being entirely covered in wood. As you see these creatures.
Ew.
Ooh.
Spicy.
What if I don't want to see?
You can close your eyes.
Yeah, you can find your eyes closed, I guess.
Across the room, standing in front of Bale, lifting a goblet, turning to look toward the man behind him, you see, somewhat similar to the other creatures, at least in some respect. You would see a tall, very well-dressed man, his long white hair well combed and set down. His clothes are mostly well fit. His cloak is partially tattered and even has what remains of sash across his chest where he's been pulled and torn. You see growing as he turns his face, its own branch that seems to cover and surround one eye. As you see his red eyes within his arms seem to have been entirely replaced by wood and growth. He has a saber on his side. You see that.
The usurper walks. He looks awesome. Okay, fantastic.
I think so.
Can't wait to set him on fire.
I'm going to go ahead and describe that.
Those look rather normal.
Going to, let's see, the audience seeing that, and open up itself, and make both NPCs. You can see.
How much wood could a vampire be if a vampire would be made of wood? And
do.
no stake will work on this one. Did we lose? Almost.
Yeah, let's see, that should be everyone.
Okay. Are we just gonna go right in and attack?
What are you doing after peeking in the door?
He's going to back away and whisper, "This is it. Great. Let's go in."
All right, so I'm gonna rush everybody in with my thing, right?
Daylight.
Well,
Yeah.
we can do a round directly on everyone there. Like everybody hold an action, and I can hold Majesty, and then that will you move, and then you can ready action.
Okay.
Okay. Give it ready in action. Of gun.
Make sure that that's okay. Make sure that's right with like if I'm misunderstanding.
Technically,
Like, that's
a readied action uses your reaction to occur. However, we would note that you will get a surprise round upon entering combat. As far as it seems, as creatures see you, and they seem to be engaged in a ritual. You do hear the guttural chanting of the vampiric wood monsters.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So then okay. If that's the case, then you can't ready an action based on mental event. You use a reaction to move in, but with a surprise round, we can start laying down paint.
I have an idea. And it would require everybody to not be in there, because it's probably a bad thing. I have fireball bead left, and they look flammable.
Oh, that's a good
But
idea.
What about commoners?
What about Bale?
He could aim, so it doesn't hit Bale. He can aim it, so it doesn't hit them. Sorry.
Yeah, that's neutral.
There's commoners in there? Oh.
Yeah.
That does make it more difficult.
Looks like they're yes. So you know their names: Varlet, Myra, and Tarnal. Remember.
Okay. That makes things trickier.
Or just save that
Gambit,
beat
you
for
can
another
also
time.
see a
Yeah, no, I can do it. I just thought...
Gambit, roll a perception check. But also you see a door off the side. I guess Garon, but I guess what y'all are looking in, so...
Yeah, what do you want us to do?
Perception check from one of you.
Oh, great. Well, nothing like my terrible rules. Go on, Lanta.
He says before rolling that
Nice.
20. Gambit,
No,
hero
I didn't roll a
points.
nat 20. I rolled a nat
Rolled
19.
a total of 20.
19.
Under, oh yeah, you do have light perception. Both of y'all would see firelight coming from behind that grate.
Just
Firelight.
because I have limited actions, bonus action stuff, I would prefer to cast it before doing the surprise thing. So if I could like peek in and cast daylight on the ceiling and then have a session.
And flip the light switch.
So I would say that would be your turn as part of the surprise. Casting it on the ceiling, like casting somewhere on the ceiling or something, because that will initiate combat.
Okay, well then.
You'd have to like cast it on an object or something out here, like hole in a bag or something to pull out in there as an object interaction if you wanted to do it more efficiently. But if you went on the ceiling or something specific, then you'd use an action launcher.
Won't that hurt Bale too?
Well, Bill's only half vampire. He can take a little bit of a sunburn.
Oh, okay. Alright. So yeah, honestly, I mean, if you guys want to do it that way, it's fine. I genuinely think the greatest strategy is all of us get some temporary hit, well, maybe not all of us, but at least you guys get temporary hit points and then get in the room and then boom, everybody gets to act right away. You can move to position yourself wherever you want, including right back outside the door. Right? You don't have to move, it's okay, but you can, so you get a full view of everything, and then you come back outside and sneak, whatever makes you happy. But I think if you do the daylight, then they'll know, and I'll be able to.
I have an idea.
It's not very subtle turning on a giant light.
No, we want to protect Hale. I have an idea. So I have a whole minute to cast, but I can also go invisible. So I could go invisible, sneak in there while I'm invisible, set up my tiny hut, walk in there if I'm visible, and then set up my tiny hut around Bale and or the commoners. We could probably pull them in once the tiny hut goes up, because the tiny hut. Let's see.
I would like to note, tiny hut would take your action to continue, and out of view ends if you do not take your action to extend it.
If I move out of it? Yes.
No, out of view is one I use, and that's for HD. And then the invisibility ends early if you make an attack myself, and ends after that HD unless you use an action to continue it by a number of turns equal to proficiency. So in order to do it, you'd have to roll high enough on your HD that you would have over a full minute of visibility.
And you don't have a 12, right?
Well, that just means I need to.
No, at best you need 10,
right? Yeah.
which you can't because you don't have 12. Barbarian, right?
So it's worth noting you can't expend any number of HD. So
I can use bonus action to spend any number of HD because you're
I forgot it is any
So I
number, so you can spend.
I could roll 3d8 if I really wanted to.
Or 4, because if I'm trying to do it like, if you think that can work, I mean that's one less person fighting the whole time. That's all you're doing.
What kind of?
I think he's saying for him to go in there, start casting the spell, and then after it takes effect, then start the fight. Is what I believe I understand.
How long does it take to achieve it?
An hour.
Okay.
You were supposed to do that when we did that for rest. Actually, not doing rest because we.
Yeah.
I have a spell regulator that I could give you for this fight, so that you could use your bonus action to maintain tiny hut.
Well, tiny hut does take action to maintain.
Tiny hut
It's that
it
takes a full minute to cast. Is the problem? Is he needs to be in there without being disturbed for a full minute in order to get to start it. The difficulty. Once it's cast, it maintains for 8 hours, as long as he's inside it. Because I do believe you leave the hut, you'll also be out of the fight effectively.
Well, so you can't cast spells through the hut. But anyone who's in the hut when it's created can freely leave it. Can go.
I need to check.
Every other creature cannot go through. So it says 9 creatures medium
spell
sized.
ends if you leave its area. Or paragraph. Yeah. End of the first paragraph. Spell ends if you leave its area.
Oh, shoot.
So you have to stay.
Alright, so that's not it. So let's just go in.
Never mind, that won't work. I thought you stay
It
out.
would keep Bale safe for up to 8 hours. But John will use.
But John can't do anything.
Right.
I can transposition one.
And put one of them in the
Yeah.
hole. Can you transposition with the vampire? And then we could just beat him up.
Could try.
Is there
No, that actually is a good idea. We try it.
Don't you have permission to transposition?
I don't. I have malevolent and benevolent transposition.
Dude, there you go.
Nice.
Benevolent transposition is only nice. Malevolent transposition, they have to succeed on a saving throw or.
So there is a risk.
Hey, but if it works, you would have to figure out what you can do in there to survive, but we could all just, like, stand in a circle and beat him up.
Malevolent Swap also allows you to do it with creatures that are larger than you, which Malevolent Swap cannot, even if they're friendly. Just for the record, if you get a giant ally or something, you won't be able to swap, but you can Malevolent Swap.
So if it had that ability, he couldn't do it with anyone.
Correct. None of your allies can swap.
Crazy. Why?
He could
Why make
swap
it?
Mason. He could totally swap Mason.
It doesn't affect the fact that it is harder to train to swap with things that have a larger mass than you. It's harder to more focus, more skill. And so you get it when you're higher level or malevolent. Basically, you didn't have access to it until level 9, and now you can do it.
Okay. But can switch with people larger than me now.
Yes, you couldn't before level 9.
Okay.
Does this
Okay.
tree,
So,
You just never
does
did.
this tree,
Pardon?
does tree count as something that we can travel through?
That's a great question. I don't know the answer. That depends on what the nature of transport via plants says in regards to magic.
See, but if we were going to do transport via plants, I can only do it once per day.
He's talking about, if I'm understanding, walking into the room via the tree.
Oh,
Exactly.
no, I meant like we would all just like run and charge towards Bill and then push him as we operated through some rocks.
So, I guess here's an idea. If you want a backup plan, either, well, anyways, I could go invisible and go in there in case the teleport fails, right?
Yeah.
Or if a teleport does work, then Thicket has backup in the room.
Oh, how about this?
I don't know.
It's realize what you're trying to do. All right,
Hey,
you can
I
go
don't
in there,
have-
invisible, but you seem like you want to, so I want to help you figure out how to do that. So I'm saying you go invisible, you ready your action. If Gambit's teleport fails, then you run the dimension door back in through here. Good.
Ooh. Dimension Door works. Like,
but if
Why would
fails,
Bale not be
nothing
willing?
will
Why would
happen.
Bale not be willing? No.
Oh,
Bale.
Bale. It has to be able to move. You have to be able to walk into it.
No, it doesn't. It's not a walking door. You grab them, they go with you.
Actually, not a pull-up engine door, I don't know.
Let me pull it up. Yeah, I don't remember what the wording is. You tell yourself your current location is about you. You can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed. You bring along one willing creature who's carrying gear. Up to 5 feet when you cast a spell. I guess it doesn't say. It just says teleport.
Yeah, it's got to be your size.
I
or
don't know. I've
smaller.
always
He's your
described
size.
it as door. I guess it doesn't have to be.
It can be a door, but who's to say the door doesn't move towards you?
That's fair.
I'm just saying.
that
I want.
plan, actually. 'cause it
Like,
makes
you
sense.
want what I want, so I'm gonna help you do what you want.
Well, what do you want to do? 'Cause
I think I was like,
He wants a
Yeah, like-
surprise, and then give everyone extra movement and temp HP.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm saying everybody gets
I like
18
that, too.
HP. Everybody gets in the room, and everybody can start going to town. Whatever they want to feel like going to town on, it's fine. But you want to do it different, then okay. Then since you
Well,
sit down in my plan, let's go do
We're-
yours. I'm okay.
Chris.
We're not shooting anybody's
Quit
plan
throwing
down.
a
I was
fit,
playing
not
up right.
dismissing your plan. We're talking about adding on to it.
And anything that we do is going to stop the surprise. So we are in time crunch, and the too much talking about it is also a
one
problem.
turn of surprise, regardless of which thing you do. It just will matter what order things might go off. So theoretically, John could run in, make sure he has 30 feet of movement to get to Bale, grab him, port out, and then the rest of you would still get your surprise turns.
That works.
So you could
It's like all of us have strategies, and that's fine. I'm just saying, like, I'm okay with helping other people get what they want to do, and
you can still do your HP on your turn when it comes around as part of the surprise round, because there will be a round where all the enemies will be surprised.
Okay.
Garon still give that boost, which if Garon goes before John in the surprise order, Garon's extra movement from his thing will actually help John to get to Bill, because currently you are looking at 30 feet from the door to get next to Bale and port out, which I think is farther than John's walking speed.
Wait, are we not teleporting though, or is it just back up in case the teleporting doesn't work?
This was, I think, well, I don't know about the Gambit transposition, but I know it's an option for John to be able to run in there, grab, as well as, notably, if Gambit were to swap with Bale, he could still use his Mantle of Inspiration to give everyone the HP and to run in and do their business. So your things kind of can go all together. It's just what order you want to focus on things in.
I had thought about swapping with Bale. That's not a bad idea either.
Or for swapping the vampire. You can
Yeah.
probably assume.
For
I would like to
swapping-
take a guess as to who the vampire is.
What do you like his name?
Yeah.
Is it Rod?
No.
Okay.
you already said like canon-wise that it's supposed to be like the steward or whatever, like the house.
Yeah, you all heard his name. It's Jairus.
What is
probably
his name?
Andrevich. No,
Oh,
it's not
Corbin,
Quartz. It's Jairus. Andrevich is...
Jairus. Okay.
Right.
Steward.
Okay.
So Does it not make more sense for Gambit to switch with Bell, Garon do his boost, and that way Bell is safe in the hallway, and then we're all up towards the enemies?
But
And then,
I think,
since it's already there, he can already do extra attack.
yeah, but I think switching for with the trying to switch with the dude is I know pretty good. But if we're switching with him, we're separating from his minions, and we can get a whole round out on him before his minions probably can get to us.
Alright, so first off, just because I want to know if you noticed, but if you were to switch with Bale, would you end up like pinned up in the tree? That's how
No,
it
would
works.
not.
The
No.
transposition breaks grapples the train. Because it doesn't
Oh,
have
that's-
I think
Gambit
it's
did that
long
with
enough
me
to, you know,
last session when I was
we
grabbing
nailed
the
Gambit
vampire.
is in the
Oh,
space,
okay.
but not necessarily in the exact spot as that. He's just within
That's really good.
general
That's
spot.
really, really good. That's really good. That's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that. That's good. Okay, then yeah, then I think there we go. I love the idea of you bring the dude in or whatever, and I love the idea of John bringing like dim dooring him, because I could go into the room, I guess, because actually it might be 60 feet. Don't check. If it's 60 feet, then it doesn't matter. It is 60 feet. Okay, it doesn't matter. So what that means is you bring guy in here, John brings Bale in here, and I send Bale like, I forget how to ping, but basically down all the way back so he can have a moment to like get his footing and breathe and whatever, and then he can join us when he feels like he's ready. But yeah, then we'd also have dude. So I love the idea of you transpose with the villain, and John with Bale, and then I can move you and Bale and John, and then I'll give it to Thicket, like, because I can only get it to the number equal to my charisma modifier, so I usually leave myself anyway. So yeah, that works.
Any objections?
Should I cast daylight on your special bullet, Gambit, before you do this?
Well, no, because I'll be in the room. Well, go ahead and cast it, and I'll put my gun in how ready.
Blow a spell and give Gambit a bullet.
Theoretically, you could also just pop it out of your gun and toss it on. Just have the light. You don't shoot it at or in someone.
How do you feel about ready to action chains?
You multiple people ready against that one to correct next.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so then my range should be Gambit, then Dawn, then me, and then you guys wanted to have ready actions after that. But I guess you wouldn't, because so I guess you guys would need to more music thicker. Do you have reactions that you want to do?
I'm gonna cast daylight on the ceiling.
I'm going to go ahead and cast do Rage if I can.
I'll let you do that on your first turn, too.
Okay.
So, got plan?
So, just recap, because I feel like I missed it. Something happened before I run in.
I'm switching right.
You're running the vampire, and
Yeah. Yes.
Can I stack up over here so I'm ready to go and as close as I can be?
Well, do you want to attack the bad guy first before you run
No,
it, or
I'll
do you go
prioritize
immediately?
Bale. Because I can dimension door up 5 feet away, so I can like go all the way back, over, like all the way over somewhere.
So I guess because I gotta move you first. So I guess it'd be Gambit, Thicket, me, John.
I think so. There are two ways to just for this. Technically, you would all roll initiative, and then you have to hold extra stuff for people after you. But in particular, another option would be to let you all take your action for the surprise round, then have you all roll your initiative, and you fit where you are in the turns order.
You're the boss.
How are you going to do
So technically, one reason why you would not is because then it would allow people to become unsurprised before the next person's turn. So I'm gonna say, go ahead and all roll your initiatives, and then those of you like to roll higher. So if whoever would go last in y'all's plan gets higher, they can hold their turn until another person's. But it'll still so if one of you rolls super low, John down here at 11. If John moves first, the surprise will end on everyone above John, but all still get to move your full turns after John. And then the next turn you'll be back in your normal spot.
Honestly, that looks right anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as John goes before me.
So Gambit's official first. Is Gambit moving first?
Yeah, so I'm not dimensioning. I'm transitioning with Mr. Malevolent.
Okay, with Jairus?
Wait,
Are you going to be there or somewhere away from the door?
I'm going to everybody get a circle. I'm gonna get in the middle of everyone. I'm moving John. I don't want to move John. I want to be.
Yeah, John
I wanna move where you
Gambit
are.
switch. Yeah, John and Gambit
I'm in
switch
the middle,
together.
so everybody who's attacking, get ready because I'm about to do it. Okay?
I probably want to get in the normal circle.
Can your ship float? So
Oh no, that's not.
you can have Flawed, right? And Shadow float.
Yeah.
General purposes. That's why I guess I like it.
Nice.
Okay. Let me.
So my DC is 8 plus efficiency, which I believe is 4 now? Or is it 3 still?
It's for
12
plus
plus a
proficiency.
D8.
Can I roll 2d8?
Let's
Can I
see.
spend 2, or can it only be 1?
It's an
Does-
HD, so it is specifically just one. Because I had to be very specific
just-
when designing these, which y'all could spend multiple and which you could spend one.
Can
I
I
do
add?
a,
Can I add his?
You can. As
Right.
you
I'm
feel
gonna do
already
a-
bolstered, so you can go ahead and both roll the 8s.
Okay.
You're going to your DC.
Aw. Okay.
But you're getting an extra
Sorry, I only
2
rolled 2.
to it as well. So that's going to bring it up
How do I
to
take one off
15.
again?
So to get your HD gone, you will hit the gear next to your class symbol. With the gear next I'm sorry, not the gear button. Once you have the class symbol page open, you can change the number used of your HD.
Two.
Tap to it.
Okay. And then roll a D8.
Yep.
Is that a D8?
Alright, so that's a, on top of the 12, so you have a DC of 17. He's making a great throw to go and transpose. To do.
Okay, so what's more?
Am I able to use a disadvantage bonus
Does it apply to
with
saves?
the? Yeah, saves or attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
When you can. Do you have an effect
Right.
that you throw on him, or is it just a, I do it on my hand?
I haven't set it for it,
Okay,
so
okay.
not yet.
Let's see. You roll, I guess I can save, so I'll go ahead and disadvantage, and you give her advantage to.
Who has the? Oh, I guess I need Gambit because Gambit is going to have the daylight.
If I can make NPC specific. Dice. Maybe I don't know if I can now. Hey, good. Gambit, I understand. Mark, charisma save. Let's see what happens. He rolls. For level 11, he dropped a 10, roll 2. So he will be swapped. Gambit, that is your bonus action. You still have action meanings. I believe Millet is just a bonus action.
Boink.
It doesn't say. But sure.
It should be. I recall being always start in transitional line.
And you can.
Bonus action. Swap.
Bonus action. I'm going to bail. Is this that's a common?
Yep, that is
I
a-
have.
you do have movement. You have your normal movement, because transposition does not take movement to use.
Why can I barely see anything?
Click on
Oh,
yourself.
there we go. Okay, yay. I'm just gonna like clear the way for John, and I'm gonna
Do me a favor,
attack the guy.
Actually, what's your passive percent?
Passive. I know this is. I did it recently. I know where it is. $14?
Okay. You dodge around people to get between those two vampires, right next to a link.
Okay, and then I'm gonna attack with a sword because I want to take a bullet for the dude,
Alright.
for the main guy.
Which occurs to me, I'm curious if it would give away anything. Technically, it might. I don't know that would help you in any meaningful way. To identify what these creatures are called. Yes,
I do it because I don't think I'll make a check.
fair enough. And I don't anyone else would have the general D&D knowledge. Despite your ferocity, dash for this creature, as you run up to it, it's Roll.
Manipulative grim.
one of the manipulative grin. Got space in the double. You pass that image to shift out rapidly. The surprise by the opening of the opportunity, it does manage to dodge first attack as you swim past it. It glares at you with these little rats. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna go ahead. Light Golgus on. Yeah, that's what you call it. It's Golgus
Oh.
Fun.
Okay.
Or just Vampire.
I still prefer branch bolt.
Archboy. Okay, I believe it's
Still good play.
They're on.
Bonus action until
I wonder, how do their actions interact with size rats? That's not something I've ever considered. I reckon they can't swim, right?
Yeah, because they're surprised.
Well, they can't do anything.
That's well, pretty surprising they can't take any actions.
Like actions, not actions.
Like Fireball, I'm thinking, would not allow me to set things.
I answer.
If it says any action, then is a type of action. The same thing, move bonus action or actions.
he's pinned, so he can't actually move. But he'll have the temporary hit points. And then John, if you want, you can move. Anybody who wants to take a reaction attack can move up to speed. But I think everybody's happy being right here. You don't put. You don't put. You get to move up to your speed.
I
So-
can go this level at my speed.
Yeah, you can end right now, right there. We
I can only move it a third.
that's pretty good because we counted it out already.
It's 35. As far as
Oh,
I
okay.
know.
That's fine.
No, wait, you're on the reaction move. So you can 30 on your turn, move the extra 5.
That's fine, yeah.
Alright, then for action,
Are we able to move?
Everyone's affected.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Gambit, John, Thicket, Doug, and Bill.
To be in range of this dude.
they always were
I'm gonna
up.
be attacked.
Cannot be Echo at using this because it will allow you to duck his reaction move. We need
I can't
to
give
take
the
bonus action. No, I pressed too early. See if it moves. It's fine. I know where you're going.
No.
Oh, I don't know.
Wait,
where
moving
you're
me.
going. Stop. I will hands off. No, take control for Micah. No. I know what you're doing. No, press okay.
I'm done.
God.
Does anybody else want to move, or is everybody else happy? Gambit, you can also move if you want.
Aww.
Anywhere I move, I'm going to be surrounded by people. So
Oh, that's a great point. Not yet. I'll figure that out in a second. Echo can. Oh, that's I can shift around Jairus.
Nice, good.
Not good. All right. That's your side. I figured that was where I was.
Yes.
As you get hold of his wooden arm, catching the feather in with the trident around his arm before he can shove it backward. As you move, yeah, fortune pretty low.
That happens.
It's you.
Just make sure that I didn't have advantage right with surprise. Let's.
I don't think so. I didn't see in my glanced up surprise condition, but I can try and find it in advantage. I tried to pull it up on Killscopy. If I try to do it on here on my phone, pull surprise condition real quick. I'm pretty sure it just says you don't get bonus action. The addition, you can't use action or reactions. Yeah, surprise, do. If you're surprised, you can't move or take an action. You're like, I can't use reaction. Yes, you don't I think that's why assassin is beneficial.
Cool. Alright, Jackie.
Right, so she moves our turns. So let's go ahead and give her your movement. Your word.
I'm probably rolling this right now.
Yeah, the road man.
Okay. Let's see here.
I think no, you're still too far away. You didn't see. Continue.
Well, I'm too far away if I go here. Because I'm going.
I want you to go ahead and just for my benefit put yourself on a proper full space around if you don't mind.
I can't see the spaces. Everything's too cluttered.
That's fair.
Is it there?
Either here or here.
No, like you say, it looks like marshmallows on
5
sticks.
foot space.
Makes it look like the rest. But I really like you
It's not good.
and you continue to grow with your art. You are getting bigger too. Keep practicing that out.
Okay. Do I notice that you previously
do
left
not.
on him?
You don't notice anything with your passive perception from navigation.
Okay. I want to cast Banner of Stars, but I have to find someone who won't be able to teleport, and Doug's pretty good at teleporting without a. So the 6 who can teleport will be John, Gambit, me, Garand, Jackie, and Bill.
What's the radius?
60, I believe. Let me check.
I feel like it's not 60. I feel like it's a little
I mean,
small.
60 total.
30 radius.
30-foot radius.
Okay, so it's that. So it's most of the room. I will go ahead and draw a nice little line for our benefit.
Wait, why did we teleport?
Stars.
Oh.
Go ahead and apply concentration to yourself, which should tick off past that trace automatically, but if it doesn't, then it doesn't really matter. Past that trace is beyond its usefulness for everyone except for Gambit.
Yeah.
So with Banner of Stars, Bell just moved himself.
Yes.
Doesn't know that though.
I'm about to tell him. I just gotta find the concentration thing.
So then John could just stay behind.
By the way, is your thing functioning? Are you able to stop the preparation combat and or still bugged?
No. It's still bugged. I did not remove the spot trace, but I got it. Okay. Bale, you can teleport!
Right. Action movement, you're pretty good on step, but that's you.
Wait, I wanna, well, can't have it.
But you can scan it, but not the spell cell.
Never mind.
Okay. A lanky Golthius spawn is no longer surprise.
Wait, how are they? Oh, never mind.
If they roll initiative higher than you, they become unsurprised. They still don't get to move until next round, but
They can start taking
they
action.
take reactions.
Okay, so I reach. So do this, put it on myself. And then I will attack. And then I do the. I might as well just go ahead and leave information after making a successful attack, right?
Yeah?
But that has to be done after.
Yes, it's after your attack action.
Okay, and so that was a 15.
That is a
Can
miss.
I add. What was it?
And just remember, you one hand or two hand the action. That determines whether you have a 5 foot or 10 foot reach. And I think it has something else, but
It does.
it also gives you just reach and 1d gets 1d. So are you going to be
Yeah.
doing anything?
I think 1, so I can cast 30 credit.
It's not left. I said 1. Okay, so I
There's something I could do to add my proficiency to the attack roll.
so you can't do it. So that's one you can do with the wider memory and other heavy weapons. You can actually move proficiency from the attack roll and add your proficiency to the damage.
Then I think I'll just go ahead and select to reroll. Wait, I can reckless attack, right?
You can, but you've already made one attack, so I'd say you can't reckless now because for your other attacks.
So if I was to do that, goes for every attack on that turn, or is one per turn?
I think you don't have to apply it to every attack, but you can use for every attack.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm not going to burn the luck or whatever. I can just do the next one. I'll do a normal attack again. I'm not sure that has an action.
Oh, he's on my side. That's good to me.
Yes, it is.
Make sure you look on it. Does look like it's already fine. Damage.
And then if I manifest back. It's
You already managed your parallel CPS on the incarnation of it after. So, okay, looks like I did not get that, but it's going to get extra. So I have an extra 46 because since these are all undead, I'm going to go ahead and apply an effect to you that will deal an extra 2d6 radiant on your attacks because of the Remnant effect. Does extra damage to enemies. So, go ahead and roll 46. That also affects the crit. Okay, so he's getting an extra 17 points of damage. As the first one swings behind as he shifts head, as you back around, you strike against the wood to make a shoulder and strikes in. There is a burst of radiant light, almost like an instant bomb. As it strikes into the shoulder, breaking wood, it shifts forward and staggering lightly. Your second attack? You can get better.
I might want to have a attack.
That's your turn then. Claude is going to. Who wants to Claude? Not control 2 lasers.
Yeah, fine.
Who else? That's everyone.
It's in my combat ability.
Oh, the only thing he's going to need is the laser beam.
Okay.
You should be able to scroll down with actions, and from there you should be able to hover over and spell class X, and it should glow blue. You can continue to attack.
Okay. Do I need to move to get
No, he's laser.
closer?
No, he's 40, 120 for his laser. His inch.
Okay.
It's a good try. But the other player is right by Jairus' head. Jairus not.
Okay.
Continues to look at Doug. Quizzically almost. Like guilty as fun, you're surprised. Fail, also surprised, no surprised. Commoner, unsurprised. John.
Alright, well, John. Are you surprised now? Shoot. It's not any attack.
Well,
Hold up.
the one with nickname is not still surprised, so he has not gotten
Okay, cool. Alright, well, I'll go bail. You wanna get out of here?
I think just like a helper.
Yeah, but that's pretty much within. We can go further.
Okay.
Guess I'll, how far up is he on the tree?
2, 3 feet off the ground.
Oh, is he?
Bale, he's like 2. Let me check the background. He's relative to someone else. Bale is... He's short Durand. How about Durand? He looks like he is, yeah, he's got like 5'11", 6, yellow tall boys.
He's definitely taller than Thicket.
Well, John's like 6'5", isn't he? So,
You are taller.
Ron 6'1".
Ron 6'1".
Yeah.
Okay, so it's looking, I'm gonna guess he's probably like 5'10".
the only reason I asked is the description I'm gonna give, which I'm just gonna read up. Grab his shoulder, teleport over to the, so around the hallway to get to the door, to the other side of that cave.
Taller
Like
back
over
there.
here. Yeah.
Oh, look. You are in the prison in the prison room.
Alright, buddy. You can stay here and mess up. Do you want to join in? Feel free, but head back there, and I will go back there.
He lost a lot of it. He lost very bad. Make it instant back.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Cool. So you can tell that the fact that he doesn't seem to be using any level of defensive aura, all of his like aural energy has been sapped, and he's basically just a person without any expression that he would get from learning how to use ability, on top of being in pain. He has maybe 5 points.
Okay.
And he's been cast for a little bit, so he's exhausted.
Well, then, before I walk away, I will, hand a potion of speed healing.
Okay.
You might want to drink
What are these army lines?
that. Actually,
Oh, they're anything less than those two. Marlon, manipulative brain is now surprised. Jairus. As he is no longer surprised at the end of his turn, he's up at Doug. So it's you. Everyone, he'll look at this one.
you think she's in the worst?
Wait, you know that?
The blighted, the usual stunted one at the end of his turn. Jairus gets interaction.
Wait, he was talking to
He said generally like into the room to kill this man cat. Let's see.
Ah, just put it in another room.
Yeah, but they do light damage.
He is going to.
I'm gonna disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And you can stuff.
He does miss the disadvantage.
Let's go.
Your honor like shoves Doug just a little bit, stepping out of the way as Jairus. He strikes his sharpening sword. Able to try to maybe your aura.
I'm sorry, so I'll get better now.
He did it once.
You have point blank range.
Yes, that's okay. That's okay. Bob, you can turn first, so I go try to make sure it comes to things. Gambit, your turn. Let me start. No one's surprised anymore.
No. Okay. I guess we're going back again because green.
Okay.
You're looking at it?
Just so you know, you do have an advantage round.
I don't know how to use it. I would like to use it.
can say for the blitz shot, and that's when you felt that boost. But you can use it when you want to.
That's up to you.
We'll choose to wait.
Alright, you fail strike into the manipulative grand he stares at you as you swing to him. He actually pulls up one of his wooden arms and it strikes into him and he shoves your weapon back off. Not doing any proper damage.
Anything I'm do?
You can teleport away from them.
Bonus action if you want to transpose with someone else. If you want to maybe bonus action like disengage dash.
Bonus action disengage. Over here. No, it's not an action movie.
We could just and not to disengage.
It's disengaging. It teleporting doesn't.
Yeah,
And disengage doesn't.
Yes, that's off with the transpose.
Banner of Scars.
Objects.
Oh, banner of scars. Oh yeah, Alpha does.
Yes, it's using movement, but it's teleporting.
It's going to go for it.
So you can still have it if you want.
Can I do anything with bonus action except for hot? I don't think so. Wait a second. Instead, I'm here. Can I like hide in the retreat?
You teleport into the tree branches and try to hide in it.
Yeah.
As you teleport there, you do as you step in nothing. Fairly dry, but still it's really dry, it's still a little gooey. Whatever this
Ew.
eventually
What?
is beneath your shoe.
It was 4, you know.
I don't know, it's the big bro thing. Now have minimum 20 for yourself.
I did not realize how powerful it was.
It is one of the best things bros get.
Yeah.
Period.
I underestimated it.
You're on.
Alright, so with my advantage, please, dear Lord, let me preserve. Alright, because of the wood thing and the whole the straight treatment, I don't even know if it's going to be a good into this. I'm going to thing. Is that okay?
Go for it.
Alright. Come on, crit. Please, crit. Oh my gosh, no, but anyway, it's like,
That's still hit.
yeah,
I think those. You know, actually open. That's the
I'm going to burn, okay, mark off one mark against first mantle, and I'll burn off another for this take, please. Alright. And I'm not able to do the other part because we took out of the short sense. I just from my other stuff, but it's going to be a...
Okay.
The damage. Wow.
So I dealing 16 points of damage as you brings the other arm, you scrape along the outside of it, cutting along each side of his arm, do it by patching and works. You see as you cut the cloth, that his other arm also seems to be covered.
Nice. And with my second attack, you can correct my friend. God, man, Lord, this is horrible.
Any other attacks you
No, you have all the problems that I didn't have advantage on.
Oh, right,
and I only got the one shot. Like,
I see.
I get to knock him prone with the other part, but because I misunderstood what happened with Sling, I just got to use it on both stuff.
Can you use that knock pass? That's overall. Did we
No, that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm human. I make mistakes, which is why I always ask for like extra stuff. But the a little bit right now, with wise and able skill. Yes.
Seems
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once the you and you probably wait for.
And not taking any damage further.
I have a punch. But
Okay.
fine.
And we'll.
Still enough to can one-shot me, but no, good.
Yeah. Right. I'll be using one of my.
Nice job, big interaction, something behind you. I believe that's good.
I mean, the one Oliver's one, right?
The other two doors. It's over, right here.
But no, I think it's a good idea, like the bottleneck them, and then RP can teleport in the room with them. And he's making teleporting, so. Hold on. I'll use my bonus action. I was going to use my bonus action during one of my green motions. So I'm going to mark out to 1.
Heal that out.
And then that is 44 plus 4.
Got the camera on there.
Oh, no, that's right, I did this. Oh, nice. Perfect. Okay, so I got 15.
Yes.
I did myself.
Oh, there we go. Well,
Oh, yeah,
go ahead and reverse that, and then
Just the
click
only
twice. Good work. There we go. Yay.
And then he will fight again. Why did not roll him?
It shows it on my side. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
Show
I know.
you.
Alright,
It didn't know
that's
the
okay.
result, which is strange to you. You didn't know that, right? We're good to hit.
Alright.
I do not
Yeah.
miss. Crashing into nice boots.
I gotta figure out how much
And
damage
you
right
can
now.
make another attack against secondary action. Miss. Yeah.
This room seems kind of dark. I say it on the ceiling, right above me.
Nice. And that all these seats dug and get to him anyway.
So you count again daylight.
That is interesting.
So you choose one of the boards on the ceiling. Is that
Yeah.
action?
And then, what was I saying?
I feel like there's like a song in there. Oh, these vampires looking at me.
What is Garon trying to do?
Yeah, he's saying it. He didn't say anything on the side. Like, oh, they're tanking. We're gonna put on it. They can't get past. They can't get past. This looks pretty awesome.
I'm gonna back up here. I just prepare to use shield once they start attacking me.
Do you have shield? Has a spell?
With a sword.
He has one use of shield. Alright, that is the hit. You first immediately, actually, connection. This is on the open door. And it's gonna come for you. First is a claw attack. Over here. So your AC is up by 5 from wherever it currently is, and that first one misses. Second claw attack. It'll be up to 19, but your AC boosted from.
It'll be 22.
22.
No, it's my
Gross.
AC.
But still, it's a turn. You do hit. Well, hey, actually, for that, I'm striking you start. Last lever action around. So why wouldn't go ahead and strike him start? That's a hit. You take 19 points of damage. perfectly resisting the bludgeoning, then its necrotic energy pulses on your aura and strikes into you.
Wait, should I have resistance to everything?
Actually, so you resist his 1d12. Actually, you resist all the books. Let me check.
Wait, I don't need to wait.
Yeah, so you resist all the strikes into you.
Nice.
Let's see. You're slightly difficult.
He's just so nonchalant trying to beat me up.
Yeah, so you see it now. As something land heavily, or rather, you are skittering along the wall upstairs. We're coming out the open hole. I'll tap right. Go ahead and move 15, 5 foot down underneath, and another 25. About here. As is large creature, more wide than tall in terms of how large it is. Here it is. Alright, as you see this amalgam, was once like your other creatures has completely consumed by the wood. Its legs having been completely replaced with 6 long spider legs. It expands into its torso, entirely covered in wood, as into its 2 arms, 3 other wooden arms, some having additional fingers or spikes on the various points, coming out its back. As this thing will begin to climb on the ceiling.
Oh, what
Hey.
is it?
Like,
It's Spider.
The Spider-Man, if you will.
It reminds me of that one, the Rockets Scorpion in that one of the
Yeah, did.
What? The Rocky Scorpion?
It's like a 10 type Scorpion. I don't know.
yeah, Scorpion King is the
Yeah.
movie.
Okay, that is its movement. It's going to use, let's see, let's make. It cast free needle as its arms and its needle bits of which toward you. With your.
Alright, this is a great.
Alright, yeah, I assume that was just a second case one Spanish.
Yeah, yeah, this is a great.
You didn't do it. Maybe you can get the advantage.
That's a little spell.
Oh yeah, that's very hard in your eyes. Basically, I admitted that's wrong. I'm going to move and look up to see this. Who are you giving the advantage on?
I really want to try this. I haven't played Flash Runner yet. See, ever since he doesn't seem much right yet, which is awesome.
Does manage to get a segment, dealing almost 15 points of damage doing a concentration check. Wait, this thing takes so many damage goes. Let's see if it's holding those anywhere. Let's see. When it starts its turn, so it's not. It just like that. Because I just checked the damage attack rolls when it's not.
Yeah.
So I'm going to see if it doesn't have to hit. Otherwise, when you hit, it that's still hit. So you're still taking normal damage and advantage.
Oh, okay, so.
That's true.
Does that also count for the battery?
Yeah, so he's not going to like that. So maybe you have to go over at the end, so he's not right.
Why would I roll?
No, because it's more so like the top of the door is shooting from the like. Towards the
You're getting all of them?
Fine, what should I do?
It's like
Just shoot me with the blade.
these are his legendary action going like this. That's the better.
Yeah, I'm going to reckless and I'm to back.
Yeah, damage.
Okay, leash.
Yeah, do you do that? That one for attack action.
It
Action, so
is.
you want to use attack on the third?
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Let's do the second then.
Oh, that's so good.
26 points of damage.
Okay, now it's unleash. Where my friend, where to go? Where it is?
Nice.
I think it's just overdose on Remnant and it's just going at it without anything to it.
With 20 points of damage.
Wait. I still have a bonus and I still have action search. Just so I'm going to action search. So 2 more attacks.
That's
For Napoli.
That's wrong. Let's move up.
Can I redo my roll on this one for Napoli? You know how I have the ability to roll an damage thing? Can I do that?
okay.
How do I do that? Do I roll 6 or whatever?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll 66. We'll see if it's higher than the supposed to be.
And add 5 that?
If you can roll.
Wait, so I'll use 6.
Did you seem vulnerable in that in the rating?
He's certainly affected by it. He's not vulnerable, but it's going to be slow regenerations.
So that's oh yeah, this is another. Wait,
It is
Oh, yeah, with these.
They're like 4 2 odd uses or something. Not insane.
then can you just do 3 and 3?
Okay.
I'm not
Okay,
very
That's 19 plus 5 will do extra damage.
Yeah. Not great.
Okay, I'll be there.
No, wait. I need more time.
I know it. I've been watching over so long.
I mean, I have advantage, but I'm going to use it.
Everyone sees as Doug Black room was striking around these bursts of light. They repeated strikes damage and are sitting staggering back into the staircase, staring through with the boy's armor, tearing off part of the armor, something like weak armor on him.
Okay, yeah.
One was like, he's like, yeah.
Yeah, tries to use those reactions, so look you're rolling. Out from the door comes a dog.
Nice on.
I have a question. Are you still the last guy, right?
Yes.
I have that knock.
Yeah, so this, I'm having to fix it. This visual dog, it's, with fire to me coming out of his, chest, runs up and is going to fire breath, 15-foot cone, is that it? 2, 15, I'm from here. So, both of you are now Spider Dog and, Ron, the little chest, 2, 15.
I have a question. This door opened inward, just direct.
Yep.
So, open the door, not me.
Door's open, yeah, that makes sense.
So, I guess we didn't decide if it was all the way to take it or behind it, but I would say y'all have an active recover, so you get an extra 5 unsave. And for 30 rounds,
Let's
which, does it have damage on, doesn't have anything, that particular place when it's a closed door, that will not, like, fire strikes against it, will not damage you.
Nice.
It takes full run, 17.5 damage.
As long as one's.
Yeah, you got everything under the 17 main constant of location.
I just think I'll your roll.
Guys, you got claw going, John, sees.
That is a wall.
What do you mean?
In between me and the monster back there.
No. And this thing on the ceiling. You kind of have clear shot behind there.
Wait, is it me or is it Gibbo?
Oh, sorry, yes, it's clawed, it wall between clawed.
It's fine, Joker, right?
There's only 6. I always accept Doug, so that I can include both and Mackie.
Oh, wait, guys, so here. I'm gonna sit around. Applaud is gonna say something.
And it wouldn't matter if you know putting place.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hey, you hit.
Take this. Ah,
Or again, this slot roll. These rest of them. We'll get slot. And disadvantage on count of sight. It's not going to get those. We're also high scene. It's going to all miss. Because I fall back in the feather. And roll over. Fail is going to catch breath. I think that's how the actions are. He is that way. Final is going to hold the action.
Did he take motion?
Party's going to hold her action.
How'd you know?
He's not action.
Alright, John is going
The
to.
deck is going to be
John is going to bonus action out of you.
okay. Invisible.
So that.
That's an
Right.
easy.
So team up for your homework or whatever. Then you go ahead.
Investigation.
Deck is back down.
So that was. What is you?
Obviously,
I rolled plus 50.
you just roll over and get turns.
Yeah, you roll one. Okay. You roll one. Right.
Okay. Oh, you need to 10. The action versus right. So I'm you, and I'm going to get and pick a tip off. And, run on the. Maybe. Yep. And 7 heart in action. Fair enough. Yep.
You check against him, it is not your stomach.
Oh, that'll be alright.
Or close those, but in any case, it's not good. He places our shoulder.
Wonderful.
It's not hard. So just
yeah.
It's not vibes, or just keep
Gotcha.
More than that, bonus action.
Yeah.
Did you have a second attack? Did you have a attack roll?
Well, yeah, I'll do it again. I'm going to do that one. I was going to use the point, and I already rolled it. I'm saying.
Fair enough, go ahead and get that.
Alright, well, before Hero Points, and that's a horrible D4. That's a 20.
Nice. I need to check. Did you do that? How's that Okay, so you can roll D4 damage. D+.
D4 strength. So, -1. Oh, wait.
Takes no damage the next second. Really take that easy.
I mean, I read books, but, you know, I've heard of it, to be honest.
Be careful. Someone wants to be true.
Not just native.
Okay, so disadvantage. Yeah. Pause. Just disadvantage AC was that right? You're 22?
Yeah.
Good job. Hope you have a new written. Alright, pause. And one more. I think, he grappled you. Because you can teleport. Jairus.
You.
He heals the block because you can bleed it. As he looks back over toward Doug, as he speaks, you feel a weird compulsion inserts as he looks at you.
Yeah.
What's save?
Do I have advantage?
It did not. What is it? What do you have advantage?
This turn I thought it was
Oh, it's not great. Just fight. I'm looking at you made on up there.
okay. I need to look for that.
You can take it.
Wow. Well, good.
If I don't even to
It's
just
wisdom saving. Just look at
here we go.
It's usually tap you. Maybe shake off the effect to ground slightly. Shame. What did you do? How many other... You should do make a save.
There's
I don't have anything wrong either. Okay, so you are not done, but it looks into your eyes. At the very least, don't be a bother to me. I'm charmed, and you can't imagine why you would wonder. Not necessarily having any other vampires, but at least animal toward him.
Wait.
That's his turn. He'll be a spawn. Yep, he'll take.
no.
There's no reaction, no. Fortunately, its shield is still up. Yes. Because the hand shield is just going to hard press for these guys to damage the now.
Is the kit like bloody at all? Are you bloody?
Yes.
We'll
I'm third health.
action. There's a bunch of
Yeah. Gambit gonna crawl off the tree.
Okay, you're still self.
Gambit is going to transpose with it.
Okay, let me accept transition.
Why? Why do you do good?
You're really
Because,
cheating.
because you got it, like, you're not gonna eventually, you're gonna have out, Gambit hasn't taken any damage. So it's like we're taking turns in front. And it's Gambit's turn.
I guess. Sure.
You're off the
I mean, we didn't technically have sneak attack since it's like 5 feet.
Wait, I have advantage, but it's pretty bad. Ah! Which one is damage the most?
None of them.
Right.
None of them have damage. Oh, no, look at that. I didn't ask one on here. How are you feeling?
Not as confident anymore.
Yeah, does it make anything else? Like this?
Just a little bit. I mean, I'm really standing very hard. He didn't die, so, you know, like I thought it's pretty out description.
Okay, continue.
Ah! And down for the one in front of you, I guess.
Hits.
Usually good.
Steal next next.
No, but it is what it is.
15 points of damage. Fairness. I need to press at something. Did you? Alright, again, Ron, it's your turn. I think it is my board.
Right, well, assuming that they're talking over some totally into I will open the door so that they should be able to get down. And I will lay a bonus action level healing word. Okay, you got this, mate. And yeah, just check if you look at just all business. Okay, do that to him.
You're not using my first yourself.
I'll let that.
I just use yours.
He's gonna get on that radiant edge. That's the rest of the
You would kill that. Well, you actually can kill myself.
You're gonna take it. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna burn that. That's for the damage, right? The disadvantage means that I can second damage.
Okay.
So what else am I guess? I guess I already rolled 2 d or whatever.
That's probably going to okay. Let's done Jairus, so.
Alright. So 15 plus 10, 25.
So go ahead and roll damage.
Alright.
He's going to let Jairus make a concentration.
Alright. So that's the reroll for 1, so I guess roll for the damage second time, so he's got to roll it. But that means he doesn't have to.
He's on the first concentration.
Alright, if I also have advantage.
Oh, did you know that?
That's the advantage, yeah, that's why the kind of spell.
That's not a concentration check. Roll that first one. Minutes.
Trying to work. And just I was still rated. No, I'm sorry. He.
Cool. You first. Oh, he's Warfare. That's it.
It'll.
As he swipes for you, split out, dealing a number of damage. One big. He's trusting you and grabs on your arm. The party will itself, stringing his ink arts in his work. You grapple. Maintain.
Yay.
Okay, he hits it out.
Wait, make him disable that was goal list.
I did. I have to apply. Go ahead and save reflector. It'll rock. You. See where are you? Block. Oh. Something else. Okay, take a laser distance. I'm looking at you. Making an but the zip flash still never requires me. Alright.
So, she's already over here, so I know that she get first.
Wolf.
And she'll start doing that range check after that.
Hit.
So I was trying to do a dark box, but it doesn't have that listed as an option on my sheet.
Probably because I've never used it before, and I'm kind of curious where it didn't like NPCs.
It says the source. Yeah, it says the source. Lexus guides to kits and
Shoot, I suck it. Yeah, I'm going to add it to your effect, and... Well, here you go, now you should be able to yourself.
Here's a question: will the charm burn him to since it's not fox anymore? Or will it just be worth the cap?
Yeah, right. I don't know. I'm going to let's send it.
You also might pull up
I'm into it, maybe something.
You might pull a sheet for Dire Fox, because I have a follow-up question. First thing, logic. It doesn't have a pod for voice actions. Dire Fox can do Ash Snare. The Fox takes the action is 20 feet, makes it like speed or anything. Under bonus actions is the dash difference action.
It is a bonus action. The dash and the attack. That's
Sweet.
it is all the way to dash.
Then I'm gonna try bite the dragon again. I will look here, I guess. Yeah.
And this one uses action moving here. The commoner uses action moving right around him. But it'll still have speed, anyway.
There starts.
Fair enough, never mind. I'm
I'm gonna go here. And so much I'm starting to
a large creature, it's all risk 5 person.
okay. And
And Hellhound 20 is going to action, do use action, and cast the fire. First thing he has a good shot on. It will hit him, I'll hit him first. Before he makes me hit safe. Yeah. This is very nice. Hit safe. You succeed, so you should get this. If it doesn't, you can always get the damage, just turns on Reed's fire, so you just into him. That's a good fox.
Hey, fox.
These are turned. It will be like equal to spawn. This one too. That's like at least one more dice. Yeah. Okay, these 6 auto damage, you make it. This is fun, you don't have to use AC, or you're better seeing no. If it's 19, it does rock quick, that's it. And he can't probably grab with the large creature, I don't think, or he can, he's not going to be able to miss. But hopefully he's not large, but I'm going to say I'm just going to. So snip in. And so he can miss.
yes, I am.
So you get it.
What is it?
That's it.
Which one?
Alright, you see better that's the one. It's going to drop down, maybe, but turn Progeny is going to go ahead and make a fiber blast.
Yeah, player starts out in my box.
Here, we'll burn first claw attack, second claw attack. Third claw attack. Miss. Fourth claw attack. Miss. Last claw attack. Didn't have to marks, and all of them. Amazing. At the end of his turn, Rich is going to use weapon directions, and going to try to bite Ron.
2.
Ron's the start on rally, going to bite. One punch.
Another one tap. So I guess that basically my last spell is finish.
Fair enough. Let me do
I'm gonna give myself finish.
And Ron is basically out of use. What? We're not getting.
Alright.
Rich, help
You
out.
got your turn.
No, it's your turn. You Rich, but you guys want to?
Yeah, that's feeling that I was not fine for certain. So he's just going to give me around here.
You can teleport right, so you just move here for the super point first.
And then wait, how do you
It's going to be
okay, then
here.
wait, where am I?
Over here, over here.
Well, let's make that go along with me. Jack was first.
Yeah,
Yeah, so, and then I go, which one has the other negative?
It's one cookie spawn.
Yeah, the one that's
Oh, well,
You're dude.
well, yeah, fine.
Let's go golden. What's I
I need to do it, using the jars of the bunch of monsters. So yeah, let's just go.
Nice, nice. I just want you to remind it. But I don't like one. Try to like.
So, is this in the lightning damage?
Should be similar.
It says,
This is 16. So it's fine. So I probably take 11. It's resistant to the lightning, which should be magic, unless for some reason I'm resistance to. I don't think there is lightning because it wouldn't. Shall I? Yeah. Stays out. Would see the meaner being resistant to lightning. Hitting a tree very effective.
well, at least it's supposed to be as it. So how would it take damage from the like?
I think do it. So Ron, I just forgot that we're I think we did we get the same as he's now in action.
It's pretty alright.
Oh, maybe we had action. I don't remember. That's maybe not being. Yes.
I remember it was I feel like we're a lot of these like, it's targeted. But I don't know when it's present.
Yeah, he's okay. I'll lose it. Deal. Getting Jairus. I don't roll this exact thing. Is that I think I remember it being on this action. I recall for certain. Because when it's action cells, or the thing cells, when it has itself casting time. But they can use range action because casting action would make sense. But anyway, I'll say yes, means I'm not action. The other one hits and deals damage. Yeah, I'm going to roll a die. So I take it. Cool. It does nice.
Disadvantage because of the
So I can do. Oh, sorry, I'm saying it's my fault. Fool. We'll see the second hit. The second hit, and we'll roll the second. Not a little bit. Second hit, so they can watch it. Fly. Next hit. That's the fun.
Is this the door? I'm on the stair. Haha. No, I'm not going Oh, yeah.
I know the range of the damage.
Well, never mind. It looks like that. You can make the hit.
He's looking kind of wall too. You started
Yeah, after. Way to go, Quad.
fourth. Thank God. What was there? The legal slot is not going to be on effect, so take 20 points of rating damage. Nice. Check if he's not able to. He's not have to he's going to attack again from him. That's a disadvantage, right? So that one alternative roll. Yeah, it's a few.
Yay.
So you assistly.
Yes.
Make it go for just 6 weeks. Happy button cell on too. Guess what they're on. Can I feed it in? Bale is going to hit Mario's gonna hold actually, not Charles, actually, it's actually, this is a Mario's going to direction. John
John is going to pull out the Virgin Everbloom and make no, that plan. No, so, no. I forget about that.
Any questions?
I think so. John's going to pull over my hand. Whack.
He's struck by chain wet.
Well, also, I want the one, well, that
The team, they miss fortune.
well, I'll find again then.
Yes, the first line, yeah.
Sweet.
Or does it make sense?
He's 6 go.
So I'm going to
Yep.
Is that edge?
And then we do grab this. Oh, that's not the.
So against Steve, that's right.
Yeah.
Well then, we're going to action. No one's going to put their no one's going to do we're over here in the action. Light song, damage, being sunlight, and attack. You were not reckless last time, so you don't have advantage. But it was left. You resist the damage to the second attack. Please you with a hit. Light song to advantage, hit there. This one to miss. Jairus. Jairus is not taken. Breaking wrong, get up in and redamage the last turn. That was taken higher than either. As you see, the body of the wood just stitches itself back together with gashes and chests in his arc themselves.
Is there a sunlight that's
Or not.
I broke that open.
I think it has to be another record sure it's in red sunlight. Do. Is it in sunlight? Like, I'd say reflected sunlight, but not this now.
You have to 60 the radius.
Sure, it's so close.
What would you want
I have one next to me, so people might want to teleport in here on this side. But I think that would work.
You can check, but I'll take you to so you have to actually move, do the Jairus on, and go to the in that direction, or just pick something else. So you can inside if you want to take some damage. Please can go ahead and target. See, it's important thing to do is it's not helpful for.
Another person, thank you.
And of course, this is too. This keep coming in the middle target cheap clock too, because how many targets can you get with this? So 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so these are just you can see. It's not very because he doesn't want to mess with Charm. Yeah, they all make it the same. It'll work on. But failed. Cross team, roll mainly.
You said use my story.
As for the hands, and this is how we get sorry, that's right upward roll. We're going to roll to swing from slash first magic. Becky is going to dodge up in like the ground, being the girl, and then fly and both of the affected by this as this shroud over you, and enjoy the thing. That's the next one things. This actually has something that's working. It's not charm, so no. I guess so. Alright, the usual ability spawn, take damage. We said try to attack Doug. What else are you gonna do with his advantage? Let's say a second attack. It's next to be like, Hellhound is gonna hit, every charge fire breath, again it's tactics. Yeah. I think this one waits.
No.
It's way unfussed. No. What's the rest? Okay, I'm not she's not anymore. This is not value, you know, this anymore. I can leave all the damage over, so we're good. And it's yeah, it's around for well, very good. Yeah, green grapple though. Surround it.
Who's grabbing me?
This one. Give it a yes.
Okay, I won't waste action
So
on
the
it.
main thing is, so you fight yourself now, go ahead and roll on some check anything. So I recommend you do that, that's the worst tower.
They're all good right?
Mostly, and they seem to be
And that's great stuff.
yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
What's happening?
That's great.
Is the big guy out of it?
You can't teleport.
What?
It's not a platform.
No, then I will waste an action. Did it?
It's not prone.
That's not a cycle. What is it? You quote unquote the game book for back, they carry over. You're not right. Go for ethics.
Yeah, but you what? You have to armor. You told that to do that.
Right.
Or
I said network. That's what I was
That's the first people.
You all handle that.
I was planning for you. I'm not sure I did.
Okay,
And the second generations as well.
okay, I'll do, hit 10 feet of the space you got in the same dexterity save roll.
Yeah, but not just all people. Yeah. So it also gets Doug and Hellhound.
Is that-
Yeah, it's right away.
I'm sorry, Doug. Dexterity save roll. How do you target multiple people?
You can't control it.
Control it, control how I'm record time.
Maybe sure like sure that really doesn't make sense. People chat.
Okay, that's great.
But you don't play like twice. That's I'll do not have. But okay, so do okay, so golden send it normal round. Yes.
So we got
It's figures. Let's 16. So I'm selling dogs. You have
wait, you have damage.
I think you have exactly what you realized.
Okay.
That's hard.
Yeah, of course. Wait, wait, action? At least I'm out of grapple.
Okay, also we will do 16 turns, creature attacks, 2 internet damage, doesn't do you. So in turn, they will have to go with
Right here.
You do it. And that damage.
Yeah, one more.
He put out fire, and it's taking a damage. And the turn there. It's actually what I'm doing.
Oh no.
Alright, so I can't teleport right now. But you can come here. And I'm going to use 0-4.
It's around speed.
And she's underscore.
Yes.
Yes, it's 4 cents back, so I know where it was.
So you should walk over here.
Is it the steps over that?
So this is in the wall, basically. Go to the bars.
Alright, cool. That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Let's see if anything can
Now, well, she rolled for most of the
yes, I mean, yeah.
Right. Alright, so, yeah, if it's an, you have a little, like, video and everything, stuff like, that's something in there, yeah, and why is that video, kind of just like, in it for you. Right, so, I position it. So, like, sense.
Okay, this is partnerships.
So,
Yeah.
like,
He's very there.
okay, well,
He's a
then,
creature.
I don't know, you know, there's a,
And you're
because the security like that, so,
and you okay.
right, well, right, and then,
There's not a lot
I'm
of
going to, take many more of these, please. Give me a question, and I'm doing my OSC.
Right.
Yeah, and with the extension, I will then use the probe card. I think about again. But it didn't come up with it. Yeah, so that'll be here in the next minute. Crit has you. And I'm not going to there. But it's all in.
Or just there. I'm tired though. Can I ask you?
Without even rolling it.
Are both doors closed?
No,
Okay, because you said we're closed.
this door, the one blocking your view. It's okay, perfect. That's close.
This is closed room, right? Because it's fine.
Oh, sorry, that's not actually what they are. It's been just make sure maybe it. Anyway.
I don't know on purpose. I forget I do it.
The problem is you got it.
Like, well, I'm having him.
Oh, you can't have it.
I'm working on my phone. Give me that. That's the actions.
We set that in. But it's something like
If I move here, will I have an opportunity for self from the...
no, technically, if you just talk about that, you can't have everything, so you just have it in there.
Okay, so the answer doesn't have that.
Okay, cool. And the first time, just the end, if you want.
So I have to squeeze past and me. It's not even good short. Wait, it's still on site?
Okay, no, you're fine, so like, or there.
I'm going to be called. Can't
Both complete with this.
Okay.
If I was gonna for this night, I would have just done everything.
I'm gonna use one shot and try and go around.
Oh, my bad, I place everyone, try this, now, and again, mistake. That's 99 good. And for you have nothing points.
Can I see Jairus from here?
Halfway, yeah, you can see it. If I go for an attack, you can see it.
Right.
Hold on, I'm gonna see it.
He is. Good way. Perfect. I'm cast daylight on both behind him. Like, high enough I reach the hand, where you like cover it up.
It'll work.
It's high enough to see it there. More daylight here.
You can go behind him if you want.
Yeah. I want to be movable.
Sure, think about walls.
Or coverable.
They're all deals with that. You see. For action movement, you know what else is.
I'm going to try.
Okay, and you need to do the action later. I just action. Let's see, let's turn it out. You can strike real quick and go behind it.
I'm just going to do
First attack, for easy. Okay, go to the finish. That's the action. And that is the he plays away, going to the finish. And he has no other catch, on that end.
The damage.
Bingo, that's his finish.
No. One hit, right?
Yes, he was finish. Oh, he's finished. Open, also open, easily. Okay, once again, your you are now rolling in. And he's going to attack. Same night. And then let me attack. It's fun. It's equal. So I'm going to take seconds. That's also.
Would you please on that one? Would you please on that? Give me that. Give me that.
I'm damage to this. That was damage. Miss. That was damage. This. First attack is damage. Yes. Okay. So damage. Arms.
Okay,
Okay, so limbs.
okay, so I'm going to
Yes.
he has but not not.
Also off rage. And done. That's not either all creatures or creatures.
Yeah, that's the base for this.
Okay, ready? That's it. Okay, location. So just range.
So I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to have it in a way where it's all enemies. Because it's cylinder, so I can have coming from and I like getting all of them out between us.
Okay, so we're going to play on cylinder. You. With us, I'm not playing on cylinder. Ready? They will still hit somebody from you. So
Not sure, like, so if it's coming from me, and it branches out, I don't.
like okay, 60 feet wide. You have 30 feet radius. If that's your bit, whatever direction you want to send. It'll be area. But you, the line.
Okay, perfect. So I have it pretty much and decided to where it goes. It's going to skim it, but everybody else.
Go to the like right here basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so your own section, but you can make your district. Everybody else. Except for the defense line, so you are out of hit, get hit. But everything else, understand that.
Okay, so I'm full
Yeah, you also got the info. Sign colors, and there's no way you're doing this.
Teams are stronger because they're damaged.
I guess I have Al, and
And now they're right.
Actually, you are taller than the and all the you try to hit all of them. All of them, you can
I
hit
don't with undo around. No, I'm not going to work. But see everything from yourself.
I see.
See the rest of it. Nothing. Right in the halfway. Yeah, I'll do this already. Oh, I'm still going to do it.
Well, we're also
You can kill it.
Yeah.
The cylinder, it's cylinder, so you can hold it, it's actually really
yeah.
Never really much damage before you specific back.
There's
You don't have to do that. Like, I roll it onto the. I'm sure roll it on each. So it's on each 2 in. Because we have to look on the that's not and every roll, we don't know how many of them succeeded. I'll probably see it with him. I'll see it. Yeah, I believe so. Take this.
Yay, let's go finally.
Okay, I think that's all. Everything you all comes. But everything else.
like,
I think so. That was all PC. It's fast as what people did.
you have to take it and if it's going to have a city, raise back one to get the city.
Some people like this other thing. There's people that are not going to
But
take
it's
as well. That's enough. Take as well.
I didn't think they right.
we're going to also stream.
How? It's not too much there. It's not clear. Like you can actually all people that you. That's good. It's everything. It's all your damage.
Advantage?
Yeah, that's actually nice.
I
So you go. Everything damage. What's turn?
Why?
Well, thanks.
This is not that.
Yeah.
Okay, X over here. Why? I didn't play that.
Because yeah, he's being really good.
Something else been done.
He's on the side. Yeah, the goalie's on the side.
He's like a character.
But I also have to show you that I be the one or two. Usually I do the wall, but for 15 minutes, that's what you got. It's later.
And so this is amazing.
I don't think you guys are action for 50 attack one. Alright. So miss. Reaction attacks bonus.
So Johnny's going to swap to the point on action light it. And then
I don't need to use reaction to action trade. You can not from the main. Oh, you can even play it once you use it.
And
Yes.
So no.
Actually, no, reaction.
No. I guess sure. It's like Progeny.
And you want to over here and do second level up. Okay.
Okay, I don't know.
First team will go next. Second line, team. Jairus is not going to team. Two. Actions work. And you can have. Let's do that. We set out. One more, and he's going to south side. And that's how take the step.
Now we follow through the nice story. And actually, can we get it? Actually, more than constant. Now it's friendly. I boarded. Also, you don't have a lot about the beating a lot.
Yes, I did. I rolled into Diamond on those two. Virginia. That was the end. It's should work on the recovery awareness.
And that's a move. And then I can roll multi attack. You got. The thing is, I'm really cool.
I don't know. Yes, what did you say? I just I'm not easy. Well, guys, yeah, because it's nice to go through. I'll just that. Before I change it, I'm going to do it. It's slow. We'll go next. You know, nice. I'll do it. Like, I think that I probably do it. Sorry. Nice. Never mind. It's not important. I'm going to see next time. It's safer. No, it's your copies.
I was raised by a take after that. Just think about what I really love her.
Please throw it.
What did you get?
He's not available, right?
No, I'm just gonna move it after. I should remove the
Yeah, I'm available.
after.
And keep sitting on.